Okay, hey guys. So as you all know, the Model 3 has just recently launched, and here are my first impressions on it. The things I like and dislike, and what I wish I had in my car. Okay, let's get straight to it. We'll start off with the exterior. Honestly, not a fan of the new exterior. The most prominent feature of the new Model 3 right now is the headlights. It's a lot more slimmer. The whole front bumper is a lot more clean, sleek. They've gone away with the fog lamps, so you just have one piece of just pure, smooth, sleek bumper up front. The headlights again is also a lot thinner. Daytime running lights right now are instead of the top one, is more of a singular line, thinner line across. Honestly, not a big fan of it because right now, for some reason, it looks like a Hyundai. It just reminds me of a Hyundai car. And somehow this whole look really makes it look like a very normal looking sedan car. Whereas the current version of the Model 3 has this snake-like head to it, and the headlights on the current model is something I like more, with the slightly curved up headlights with the daytime running lights right on top. That was somehow a unique feature which I felt was obviously a more sophisticated design to create versus what you have in this current headlights right now, which is pretty much very normal. I think they've done away with the curved design, perhaps for cost-cutting measures, because a more easiest shape to design I would assume would cost less to produce. And somehow I felt that was the move they were trying to take, not so much on a design look, having it look more simple, basic, to also kind of cut costs. I don't know how true that is, but that's just kind of my opinion on it. And of course, getting rid of the fog lights perhaps is another cost-cutting measure. I could be wrong, but of course, does it look sleeker without the fog lights? Yeah, that I'm okay with that. To the back of the Tesla, I have mixed feelings about the back of the Tesla. It does look nice. The whole tail lights look cool, but I question whether it will be timeless, because the back kind of reminds me of a Toyota Corolla in some countries, or even what the Volvo tried to do. Of course, more famously, the Civic with the whole trap-like tail lights. I would say that the current Model 3 and Model Y lights look a lot more timeless. They've also gone away with the Tesla logo, with the whole Tesla word being spelled out. I was actually thinking of, once my car gets wrapped, that I want to kind of have the Tesla word there as well instead of the logo. But again, I don't know how timeless that would be. Famously on Range Rover cars, they have it spelled out. But on other cars, it's usually just the logo, which honestly, that's fine. This one just makes it a little bit more complicated, I feel. It looks okay. The back looks okay. I think the back looks better than the front, obviously, because it's just way too simple for me. The rims, honestly, not a fan of them. Very, very average. The overall exterior looks really, really average to me. It feels unfortunate, but that's just how I feel. There's nothing exciting about it. But of course, interior-wise, no, great as usual. Oh, okay, this is obviously something I wish I had in my Model Y, is this ambient lighting. I've already fixed my ambient lighting, but it's nowhere as nice and clean like how this looks. Spaceship looking vibe. This looks great. New steering wheel. Again, they've gone away with the Tesla logo with Tesla words instead. They've gone away with the toggles. Right now, everything's on the wheel itself, which is great. I think this is definitely one of their cost-cutting measures, because these have parts to it, and if you are able to take away these toggles, then you potentially can also save some cost to it. And I guess that works, because honestly, the whole reason for having these toggles, which has been on cars since forever, is that the multi-functionality of them, right? But if Tesla has somehow found a way to have that all on the steering wheel controls, it looks great. Then I guess it works. They've also started to use more premium materials, which is something I wish I had again in my Tesla. Apparently more softer, sophisticated materials, which hopefully also improves in their whole soundproofing, right? There is more speakers right now, 17, which is great. This is something I wish I had in my Tesla, better sounding quality audio. Rear display, I guess it'll be great if you have kids in the car, but if not, then it's great to have anyway. Ventilator seat, a feature again that I wish I had in my current Tesla, because in this current weather in Malaysia, which is pretty much summer, 32 all the way up to 38 degrees Celsius, it's hot and humid the entire time. And a lot of times when I'm driving around, your lower back and your bum sweats a lot. So ventilator seat would have been great to have. Quieter cabin. Right now they have 360 degrees acoustic glass, which is something I wish I had in my car. Apparently, in the past, it's only been the front windshield and the front passenger and driver's side windows, but right now it's all the windows, which is great. First deliveries are late 2023. The rear-wheel drive model right now has 500 kilometers range, 200 kilometers top speed, and goes from 0 to 100 in 6 seconds. Dual motor version, long range, goes for 629 kilometers, 201 top speed, and 0 to 100 in 4.4. I see a lot of people hyping about the 629 kilometer range. There's nothing to hype about. So firstly, it doesn't go 600 over kilometers. Based upon my experience in driving the Model Y long range, which goes about 500 over kilometers, I'm able to get it to go a good safe 350 plus kilometers. So rule of thumb here is that it's going to only go 2/3 of their expected range that they put on their website. So for 500, it can go about 300 plus. So 600 will probably touch 400 plus. So you're only going to get 400 kilometers plus real world driving range, okay? So don't be too excited when you suddenly get your Model 3 and say, I can go 629, and only realize you can go 400. That's just the truth about it. But if there is any model you should get, it's definitely the long range and nothing else. Because I cannot even imagine getting like anything less than that. But I guess 500 on the Model 3 rear wheel is also fine. It starts at 189 for the rear wheel, and the dual motor starts at 218. Yeah, and of course there are other options of like 18-inch and 19-inch wheels. So here is what I would have done if I'm currently looking for a new Tesla, specifically for the Model 3. Firstly, because I'm not a fan of how it looks like, that kind of already plays into my decision on whether I should get this current new model. And for that price range, 180, what I would personally do is to start looking around in the grey market for either a new Model 3 2022 or a used version of the Model 3, which you can potentially get the long range version or even the performance version for a similar price, give or take, which will give you a great experience. Because a lot of what the Model 3 Highland right now is just a facelift, to be honest. Yes, there's hardware 4, but you also lose out on the ultrasonic sensors of the past models. So there are some features that you gain and some features that you lose out, because at that price range you would get a great long range or performance model, which is going to be so much fun. So that's just my personal opinion. Of course, the other option would be to get the Model Y, because the Model Y is just a hairline bump up to getting the standard Model Y. Of course, that is in the event that you're looking for a bigger car and you can accept a bigger car. But of course, if you're looking for a Model 3, then this is what I would do. For me personally, I would have, because I'm gonna have kids soon, and a bigger car is something that we've been always looking for. So let me know in the comments what you guys think as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, and feel free to like, subscribe the video, because it will help me in this channel tremendously, and hope to see you guys again soon. Ciao!